Hey, this is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat. And to help you keep working, ushering in your purse top commission. The perks you gotta listen, help you curb the competition. Got them wishing that they had the app earlier. Surely, them haters try to catch some white stones, but this earlier. Load up the app, make my predictions and get the serving. The player prop predictor was sicker than having hernia. Betting trends like an elixir for pit, but it's just AI. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
It's so hard, Chester.
This PlayerProps, yeah.
It's so hard, Chester.
Sit this PlayerProps, yeah. This PlayerProps on a mission to win all these bets, we don't see competition. Money line to predictor is helping us get it. Team trends 1 or 2, yeah, you know it's exquisite. Join the score, yeah, you know what it is. The community thriving, we taking our time just to run us all up. It's the best with alignment, we do it with care, we ain't wasting a diamond. Getting this bread, educated, we betting the spread. Only if it makes sense, we ain't greedy or fiending. We check our hand out, then we having our reasons. PlayerProps betting, but without the mutiny. This is what knowledge, it means opportunity. Making deposits, nothing that's new to me. This more than betting, we building up unity. This PlayerProps, yeah. We're running research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Show tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge, strategies, and all you need to help you eat your said this PlayerProps, yeah. We're running research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Show tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge, strategies, and all you need to help you eat your Hey, this is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat. And to help you keep working out the system till you work out your position and your purse top commission. The perks you gotta listen, help you curb the competition. Got them wishing that they had the app earlier. Surely, them haters try to catch some white stones, but this earlier. Load up the app, make my predictions and get the serving. The player prop predictor was sicker than having hernia. Betting trends like an elixir for pit, but it's just AI. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
It's so hard, Chester.
This PlayerProps, yeah.
It's so hard, Chester.
Sit this PlayerProps, yeah. This PlayerProps on a mission to win all these bets, we don't see competition. Money line to predictor is helping us get it. Team trends 1 or 2, yeah, you know it's exquisite. Join the score, yeah, you know what it is. The community thriving, we taking our time just to run us all up. It's the best with alignment, we do it with care, we ain't wasting a diamond. Getting this bread, educated, we betting the spread. Only if it makes sense, we ain't greedy or fiending. We check our hand out, then we having our reasons. PlayerProps betting, but without the mutiny. This is what knowledge, it means opportunity. Making deposits, nothing that's new to me. This more than betting, we building up unity. This PlayerProps, yeah. We're running research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each.
Yo ho ho, Merry Christmas everybody. It is Sunday morning, week 7, NFL Sunday. We are already blessed with an early 9:30 a.m. game, which hopefully you guys locked Tank Bigsby in because I've been harping on him in Discord pretty much all week, and he already has a touchdown in the first half, so easy peasy lemon squeezy. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. This is the PlayerProps.ai YouTube channel for the PlayerProps.ai app and the PlayerProps.ai Discord. Make sure you're in both. Well, make sure you have both of those. Make sure you've downloaded the free-to-download PlayerProps.ai app if you're interested in taking betting seriously. aka winning a lot less of your slips. Make sure you also are in the free to join PlayerProps.ai Discord, so when you are learning how to use the app, you can drop your findings in a Discord and get community feedback. That's like the biggest, one of the biggest value adds to the premium subscription and everything. Well, it's free to join, but also you get a lot of channels after you upgrade as well. And there's a handful of people who upgrade and never get in the Discord, and I don't know, it blows my mind because that's like part of it. So imagine like signing up for something and only utilizing like 10% of it. You got to get everything that you pay for. Get in the Discord if you upgraded, and get in the Discord if you haven't upgraded yet. This week we've reached an interesting inflection point or turn in things where there's now more VIPs than there are not VIPs chatting daily in the Discord. So the VIP channels are now like 100x more active than the non-ones, which is always a fun thing to see. It means a lot more people are applying themselves. A lot of more people have learned how to use the app and are ready to take the next step. So again, if you're new here, welcome. This is how the show works. This is called a dollar in a dream. Now, a dollar is not suggestive. You will be only betting $1 on this crazy parlay that we put together, because parlays of this size and these odds that we're going to be doing, they're not expected to hit. And when things are not expected to hit, you put $1 on them, or nothing at all. You're not to put 5, 10, 20, 150, none of that, because when it doesn't hit, you've only lost $1. Again, these things, parlays like this, not expected to hit. You shouldn't be playing these with anything more than $1. But what we're trying to do is everybody in the Discord or not everybody in the YouTube chat, if you're watching this on something else right now, make sure you get over to the PlayerProps.ai YouTube, because that's what we're doing for the building process. So you get into the YouTube chat, you drop your single favorite play for today. I don't want to see your favorite 2 plays, your favorite 3 plays, your 4, 5, 6 plays. Don't want to see it. Drop your favorite single play in the YouTube chat. Then what we do is we have PlayerProps.ai pulled up here. We're going to go through each individual one, your favorite ones. We're going to see, does the AI agree with it? Does the AI not agree with it? We then throw it into a parlay. We've been, for the last, I don't know, pretty much the entire season, we've been using FanDuel Sportsbook to throw all the picks in there, the plays in there to build a parlay. But that doesn't mean you need to be using FanDuel Sportsbook. If you want to use the sportsbook that gives you the best odds and the best lines, and that changes on a frequent daily basis. So make sure you're always line shopping. But yeah, that's the gist. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and drop your favorite play in the YouTube chat, and now we're going to go through them one by one. If you haven't yet, I know we have a ton of people already in the YouTube chat, which I'm always excited to see. Tap the thumbs up on the YouTube live stream, or like essentially like the live stream. And it's not just for vanity. That's a signal for YouTube. Hey, this YouTube show's got a ton of people watching it. Let's go ahead and show it to more people. It seems like everybody likes this show. So it kind of is it rubs the back of the algorithm, so to speak. So make sure you tap that thumbs up button. All right, so let's see what we got here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Carlos, Amari Cooper over 2.5 receptions. So I do know that the AI likes Amari Cooper. My only hesitation is this man was just traded for less than 7 days ago. So I think 2.5 is, I know his projection AI has him at like 5 plus receptions. So yes, I understand that. But in theory, talking about this out loud, Amari Cooper has had less than a week to learn the playbook. He has a limited understanding of this playbook, no matter how much time you put into it. We can look at him, but for this dollar in a dream 100x parlay we're putting together, but I wouldn't put anything more than this $1 that we're betting on this massive parlay. I wouldn't put any more than that on him. I need to see, I need to know that he's had more than 7 days to learn this playbook. But yeah, we'll go ahead and put in Cooper, because I already know that Oh yeah, the Jags had a punt return touchdown, so they're up 22 to zip or 22-10. Drake May is not having the best game, which we all suspected. So yeah, let me get out of this one. We are looking for Buffalo, Amari Cooper, receiving props, receptions, 2.5. Again, somewhat hesitant on that because of everything I just said. One of Ace's favorite things about Sunday morning is the dollar and a dream. Perfect. Jason says, well, he says good morning, but he also says Romeo Doobies, over 41.5 receiving yards. Let's take a peek. Somewhat barely covered this line in his Arizona game. Missed it in his previous 2 ones. And then missed the entire game completely because he was throwing a hissy fit. If you don't remember that. Dubes was throwing a hissy fit over not getting enough, not playing time, but just like not being part of the game plan enough. And so they're like, stop being a baby. You don't get to play at all next week. So that's why there's a jump here from 929 to 1013 right here. But as of right now, I mean, his biggest receiving yard line so far this season has been 62. So it's not like he's gone off. I mean, previous in the playoffs and stuff, he's had some pretty good games. But yeah, his line's 41.5. Projection AI saying he's going to get 56, 56.15, 35% percentage difference. He barely missed it in Minnesota before he threw his hissy fit. I mean, yeah, we could add him for now. Romeo Dubes receiving line for the Packers. What did I miss? Every show, every Dollar to Dream show. I always skip over I'm scanning through trying to find the game, and it's always right in front of my eyes. Every time. 41.5, locked in. All right, what else we got here? Drewski. Drewski says he likes Darius Slayton over 27.5 receiving yards. So even though Darius Slayton 27.5 receiving yards is considered a baby line, we somewhat allow baby lines for the Dollar and a Dream show. If you're not familiar with our baby line term, you need to be watching more of our YouTube shows, and you need to lock in more to our Discord channel, where we're spending every single day teaching you how to use the PlayerProps.ai app. But baby lines for receiving yards and rushing yards are less than 40. So if you get any line that's less than 40, it's considered a baby line. And why I don't say like why we don't like it, but this is a personal thing for me. Why I don't like it is I like players that get opportunities. If your line is 15.5 receiving yards, you do not get enough opportunities for me to feel comfortable doing any receiving yard line for you. If your line's at least 40, then I know that you're getting enough opportunities where if paired with what our tools on the app are saying, what the AI is saying, all that stuff, I'm more comfortable doing a prop on receiving lines. So it's just kind of a general notion that I like opportunity. Now, Darius Slayton has 27.5. Why is it so low? Well, it's low because Malik Neighbors, I believe, is finally back today to take away 75% of the target share, if not more than that. But we can pull him up. You can pull up Slayton and see what the AI says. Giants receiving yards. Slayton. So yeah, I feel like his projection is high at 65 because he's hit this line by almost double, at least double or more double-ish or more in the last 3 games. But again, he didn't have Neighbors. Now he's got Malik. I mean, wasn't Malik in these first 3 games here when he had 26, 33, and 7? And the thing that drives me nuts is that I think I have Slayton in fantasy. And so when he had Malik like if there was a game where Malik I think had like 90% of the completions that Danny Dimes threw went to like Malik. Like he just was it just the Malik and Danny Dimes show. But this is me saying I probably would not be interested in this play because it's a baby line and the situation with Malik coming back. I would not be interested in this play for anything more than this dollar in a dream show. But because it's a dollar in a dream show and we're only lighting a dollar on fire, we can consider Darius Slayton. But I would not single bet him, and I would not put anything more than the dollar in a dream play. But if you're joining in, if you guys are new here, I know we have people joining as the show goes on. So if you're joining in, this is the dollar in a dream show, where right now, if you look in the YouTube chat, everybody's dropping their single favorite bet. We're pulling up the PlayerProps.ai app, which I built for you guys, which is what's on the screen right here. And then we're locking it in. You see in this this parlay over here on the right side. If the AI likes it, we'll put it in here. And then once we get to 100x, then that's it. So that's the show. We have the show is again tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We actually have 2 Monday Night Football games tomorrow, and typically when we have 2, the first one is at 7:30 and the second one's at 8:15. But tomorrow, the first one's at 8:15. I think the second one's like super late, like 9 or 9:30. So we're still going to do the 7:30 p.m. show tomorrow, the same dollar and dream you're watching right now, but it's going to be it's going to be for two. We have 2 games. So we have a lot more players, so it's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, let's look at the next one there. So hopefully that makes sense, Drew, on our Slayton feedback there. Good morning. How is everybody? Tony Pollard 3+ receptions. Tony Pollard receptions. Let's take a gander. That is a no-go. That is a no-go. So, line right now is at 3.5. Has not hit this in his last 3. Only hit this one time this season. Even though his implied chance based on the sportsbook odds have him at 57. Our projection says 2.48. And as you can see, all the stuff here is red. So we are not going to be locking in Tony Pollard. But I appreciate that play, though. Jamar, what's going on, man? Jamar says he likes Love over 1.5 TDs. Best Believe asked who made the song. So actually, yeah, Stealing also likes the song. So I hired a professional rapper to create that intro song. So if you think that intro song goes hard, which it does, I believe it's a rapper. It goes by the name of Grizz. And so I was like, hey, Grizz, I like your sound. I have an idea for an intro live stream. And so I kind of explained PlayerProps.ai, how it helps everybody curb their losses, how it has all these tools. I gave him all the information he needs. And then he takes it, he creates this amazing lyrical rap, and then it's the best intro to any sports betting live show in the world, in history. Danny, we've already locked in. Yeah, so if you see what we already locked in on the parlay slip, we already have Amari Cooper 2.5 receptions. But again, I don't like that beyond putting it in this slip here. So we're looking at Love 1.5 TDs, passing TDs. Love, everybody likes this one. The AI likes this one because it has them at 2.5, which is a full. If you get, okay, this is something we could probably add to the trifecta checklist. But if you get passing touchdowns, if you get a 1.5 line and the projection is at least 1.0 or higher, which it is in this case, it's 1.02 higher, and the sports books are also favoring it with a 65% implied chance. I mean, yeah, like, look at this green. Do you see this green? I've not been a Jordan Love believer, but I think I might soon be, because this man has not gotten less than 1.5. And me saying that, of course, is the same thing when you see the announcers say, like, this guy's never missed a field goal this season, and then he misses a field goal. So I know me saying that is jinxing this. But dating back, the last time this guy did not throw 2 touchdown passes in a game that he played was December 11th against the Giants. This man throws TDs. Definitely like that one. Good call out on that. Jordan Love passing touchdowns, 1.5. So far, I think that's my favorite one that we're locking in here today, because everything checks the boxes on that one. Passing TDs over 1.5. Got it. Locked in. And we also have the Dubes over. So there's kind of a correlation there. Jordan Love's going to have a pretty good game. Not a pretty good game, but he's going to have a standard game by his standards. And that may also mean that Dubes gets 42 yards. At least 42 yards. Corey, what's going on, man? Corey says, Justin Jefferson over receiving yards. He's gone over against the Lions every time. Big time. Big games. Yeah, we have a division game against the Vikings and the Lions. But, to be fair, when you're saying he's gone over this against the Lions every time, he did have a different QB. So it's not the same QB, but still. He still has the same skill set, and Darnold is still doing a much more decent job than we ever thought he was going to be doing this season. But let's see here. So we have... it's funny because we have, what is it? Corey says Justin Jefferson over receiving yards, and then one of the next ones is Sam Darnold under pass attempts. So let's look at let's just go to Minnesota here. Receiving yards, JJ, Minnesota. Oh, one of those things where I scan over it again. So, yes, I know his last game against Detroit, he had 192 in the playoffs. I believe 1-7 was the playoffs. Maybe it wasn't. No, 1-7 would have been the week 18, I believe. Yeah, because I don't think Minnesota made the playoffs. So yeah, 192. So if you can't see this, 192 against the Lions, and then 141 against the Lions. But remember, this was not the same quarterback. With the current quarterback, he has eclipsed 93.5 yards one time against San Francisco, and he has not hit it 4 times. So he's 1-4, which is why you see 20% of his last 20. While his implied has him as a slight bump to go over instead of under, while his projection is at 98.22, which is a 5.1 percentage difference, I understand he has big games against the Lions. But everything with this season and this QB, I don't think that's not even a 5 full yards difference from his line to his AI projection. I don't think that's enough to throw him in this parlay this second. But if we need to, we could put him in later. Sam Darnold under 34.5 passing attempts. We're already on this game. Let's look at pass attempts. So the sportsbook's implied, you see, so if you go under, he's got a -110 under, but a -120 over, which means he has a higher implied chance to go over his 34.5 pass attempts. The AI slightly agrees with you because it has a 32 to his 34.5, but that's not enough difference there for us to want to put it into this, because we're actually trying, even though we know that parlays don't hit or not expected to hit of this magnitude, we still don't want to just throw things in there willy-nilly. We still would like the dollar and a dream to hit. Bad said, what did I just... So, you spelled my name wrong, Bad. Shame on you. Trevis. Trevis. But regardless. Yes, what did I just state with Cooper? I was stating that I don't like... I would not put actual money. So, $1 in a dream... This show, you're just putting a dollar. Do not bet any more than $1 on all this. We're trying to turn $1 into $100 or more. Now, what I was saying earlier, two different people brought up Cooper receptions. I said that I am not going to put real money, so anything more than $1 on Cooper, because he hasn't even had the playbook for a full 7 days. And even though the AI does like him to go over receptions, I just from a theoretical narrative, I don't want to touch it. So again, somebody else said Cooper receptions is already on there, but again, I would not put anything more than this $1 in a dream on Cooper receptions. Not saying he's not going to hit. I just want somebody to have a playbook for more than 6 days. Alan Lazard, 2.5 receptions. Lechelle, did I say that right? Lechelle. I think I said that right. Lazard, 2.5 receptions. So the New York Giants play tonight. They have a new weapon, Davante Adams, who is also going to be playing tonight because he already has that chemistry built. I don't know if he has the exact playbook. He still has the Amari Cooper situation where he hasn't had the playbook for long enough, but he has the relationship with Rodgers because they've played forever, for a long time, forever ago. Not really forever ago, but you know what I mean. And but I'm pretty sure that Rodgers can be like, can give him like a wink, like a little right eye or left eye wink, as he's under center, and Davante Adams was exactly the route to run. So that with that relationship, I think that Davante Adams is going to get a decent target share for the snaps he is on and the routes he does run, which is good news for Alan Lazard because that means less attention is on this man. So I think, okay, so first off, the highest implied chance when you toggle the under here and the over-under toggle, it shows you that the sports books believe that he's going to get less than 2.5. So this isn't like a full like trifecta play or anything, but the AI says he's going to get enough to cover that, 3.37, so he should get at least 3 or higher. He's gotten that in all but one game this season. But again, he's got somebody stealing his targets, but I think that may open up the opportunity for him to get more. Because if we're going to bump Davante Adams to number 1, Alan Lazard would be number 3 because they still have Garrett Wilson. And I don't think Lazard is much of a slot runner, so I feel like the amount of time he gets on the field is going to be a lot less with Davante Adams, but we can still put him in there for this dollar and a dream. So we have Jets, Lazard, 2.5 receptions. Hey, so we got a lot more people in here over the last couple of minutes. So welcome. If this is your first time here, this is the Dollar and a Dream show. What we're doing right now, if you've seen the YouTube chat, everybody's dropping their single favorite play today. You drop your favorite play, we pull it up on the PlayerProps.ai app that I built for you guys, and then if the AI likes it, if the app likes it, we throw it into this bet slip here. We currently have 4 in there. We're trying to turn $1 into $100 or more. Do not bet more than $1 on this. Parlays of this magnitude are not expected to hit, which is why you should stop doing them. This is just something we do for fun as a community. Make sure you have the app on your phone if you don't yet. Make sure you're in the free Discord if you're not yet. If you don't have those, if you're not doing those 2 free things, do not complain when if all your slips lose today. Do not complain because I'm telling you, you got to do the free stuff if you think you want to take this betting a little bit more seriously. You don't have to like do an insane amount of research every single day to take it seriously. You just have to do the free stuff. Get in the Discord, subscribe to the YouTube channel, download the free app. That costs you $0 to get access to all 3 of those. This is the nighttime game. Yeah, Sunday Night Football. And we're looking at receptions for Lazard. But again, if you're watching this right now and you have not done the bare minimum. Okay, so Davante Adams line's at 4.5. So this, I feel like this all makes sense, yeah. If you're not doing the bare minimum and you lose more today than you win, even though I hate to say this, I told you so. We have Corey. Corey, didn't you already drop one? How many Corys are in here? Oh, all you said was good morning. Oh, there are multiple Corys in here. Okay, so Corey Wolf just dropped Austin Eckler receiving yards. I was looking at this earlier because I think I have him in one of my fantasy teams. Also versus Carolina. Was it the receptions or receiving yards that I was looking at? There we go. Okay. Okay. So, in terms of the over-under, sportsbooks have him at a coin flip. His line 16.5, the projection 17.47. So is the AI saying he's going to go over? Yes. But is it by enough that we want to mess with it? Not necessarily. He's covered this in every single game this season. He's versing one of the worst defenses in the league, one of the worst teams in the league. Can he get 16.5? My question is, if he's gotten at least 22, so, I mean, if we excuse these two games, 22 and 30 here. So if you can see this as 22 and 30. It's 52, 47, last game 47. Why would his line still be 16.5 and 17.4? Is there news that I am not aware of on Austin Eckler? I know that he's not the starting running back in terms of rushing attempts, because that goes to B-Rob. That's not enough of a difference for me to put him in the thing. We'll keep it on our. We'll keep that in the back of our mind in case we need it for later. Let's see what we got here. Evan Ingram, 48.5. Huh? Isn't Evan Ingram? Am I mistaken? But isn't Evan Ingram on the Jacksonville Jaguars? Aren't they already in the third quarter? Did Ingram... Hold on. I can't... My brain... Is it Ingram? I'm pretty sure... Yeah. Wait a second. Gary, we're not doing live bets here. So yeah, this is a game that's already started. This is for things that haven't started yet. So it's 11:30 a.m. We have an hour and a half till 1 p.m. Eastern time games kick off. You had to give me a brain fart there. I was like, wait a second. Isn't that guy already like almost over in his game? Smooth Criminal says Chuba Huba over 70.5 rushing yards. Let's take a gander, shall we? As you see, I'm rocking for the millionth time on this show the New York Liberty Cap. They are playing tonight at 8 p.m. Game 5, winner take all. The New York Liberty win. They win their first NBA or WNBA Finals title in their history. They're 0-5 previously in the finals. This will make them 1-5. Not in finals games, so like they've been to the finals 5 previous seasons and they haven't won one. And then Minnesota's won a ton of them. So it's going to be a very sweaty 8 p.m. game there. We're all rooting for the New York Liberty. Which game are we looking at here? Chuba Huba, rushing yards. Carolina. Oh, this is already the game we're in. Duh. Rushing yards. Chuby Huby. You're saying over 70.5. The AI says no. AI says no to that one. What else we got? Chase, what's going on, man? Chase says George Pickens over 51.5 receiving yards. I don't trust anything. Passing game Pittsburgh. That's even before Fields gets benched for the supposed starter, Russell Wilson. I don't like any of that. But to just take a peek at it, George Pickens' line is 54.5. His projection's at 72. So, yes, take his past data with a grain of salt. He had Justin Fields, who does a lot more running than he does passing. And his brain, anyway. His brain's always run first. Do I see it? Is my number one read open? No, I should probably scramble. That's Justin Fields. But he's done well with that because what are they, 4-2 right now? But even though they're 4-2, coach says, Mike Tomlin goes, hey, Fields, great job, back to the bench. And he's like, what? But he has not hit this in his past 2 games. So, I mean, he has the skill set to get 54.5 yards. I believe he's their premier receiver, even though I know Patty Fry as a tight end is a big target share as well. But he does have Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson has been warming up from the bench the entire season. So I'm assuming Russell Wilson wants to save his name from memes, from the future memes that will come out after he has a horrible game. He wants to stop that from happening. And he may actually be doing everything in his power to go against the stingy Jets defense. So even though all of this past data doesn't say yay, this is not the same quarterback. Russell Wilson is a pass-first quarterback, and we don't need him to get 72 yards. We just need him to get 55. So with that being said, sure, we'll put Pickens receiving yards in our dollar and a dream parlay. Does that make sense? Does me explaining these things to you guys, does this make sense? On the we pull this up, but then we also give you the narrative or the game theory, if you will. Steven, you can only drop one play. If you drop more than one play. Oh, it looks like you did drop one play. Okay, you dropped two, and then you corrected yourself and dropped one. So you said Williams. So I don't know if you know this, but there's a million people in the NFL with the last name Williams. I think because you said Demont and Williams in your earlier post, you meant to say Jameson Williams, anytime touchdown. We're going to avoid doing anytime touchdown plays on this parlay unless we have to. So I'll skip that and keep that in the back pocket. Joseph says Amari Cooper is going to get short drop catches. Yeah, they're probably not going to make him do anything crazy because he doesn't know the playbook. So maybe he'll do like 5-yard outs, and that may be easier for him to get the 2.5 receptions. So again, in theory, don't bet on this outside of this dollar and a dream slip putting together. But as you see, we already have a Cooper over 2.5 on there. Bad says his best pick is Mooney receiving yards. Mooney receiving yards. Let's take a gander. See if we like that or not. So if you're still tuning in, we're going to be going and we're going to be adding more picks that you guys say in the YouTube chat. We're going to be adding them. We're going to look at them one at a time. We're going to add them until we get to 100x or higher. As soon as we hit the 100x mark of turning $1 into $100 or more, that's kind of when we call the show. But we're not there yet. We got a few more picks left, I think, before we hit that number. But right now we're targeting Mooney. Mooney receiving yards. He missed it in the first game, missed in his most recent game. Hit this in the 4 games in between. So nothing's really changed with this quarterback, right? They still have Kirk, good old 75 years in the NFL, Kirk Cousins. AI agrees with it. It's a pretty nice difference, too. It's almost 20 full yards. So, yeah, we want to put Mooney in there. Mooney. What else we got as I put Mooney in here? So, yeah, if you haven't yet, make sure, if you just joined, please tap the thumbs up on this YouTube live stream. And that's not just for, I want to see a high thumbs up number. The more, every single time you tap a thumbs up, that kind of makes the YouTube algorithm happy. And it's like, oh, people like this live stream because they're clicking thumbs up and they're telling us they like it. So let's send this to more eyeballs that don't already have access to the email blast we just sent out to invite you in here, that don't have access to the Discord. Gets new eyeballs, new fresh eyeballs. Mooney, 52.5. All right, so right now we're at a 53x. I think one or two more, probably one more, will put us at the 100x we need. But let's keep going here. So somebody else said Demont. Calvin Austin over receiving yards. Demont anytime touchdown. Since we negated the Amari receiving lines, I'll send. No, we already have Amari Cooper in here, Trevor. We already got Amari Cooper. I'm putting these in a single bet because sometimes parlays is crazy. Chase. So, yes and no. I've mentioned there's some plays in here that I would not touch with any more money than the $1 you're putting on this dollar and a dream parlay. If you don't already have the PlayerProps.ai app, do not lock in a single bet. Outside of this dollar and a dream that we're putting together in the show, do not lock in a single bet until you download the PlayerProps.ai app. It's free to download. It's free to create an account. It's free to learn how to use it, and you get a lot of other things in the app for free as well. There's actually tools that are 100% free in the app. And then after you get the app, go to your profile page, tap on Join Our Discord. That'll get you in our community chat room. And one of the biggest value adds of PlayerProps.ai is taking what you find on the app. You're like, oh, let me see if I understand this right. This play looks good. You screenshot that. You drop it in our Discord, and you say, am I using this tool right? What do you guys think about this play? And then you have 14,000 people in the Discord that are more than happy to help you out. So that's kind of like the biggest value sides of things. Of course, the app in itself is great. It's doing amazing. People love it. Our VIPs are winning tons of money with it. But make sure that you have both the app and the Discord. The Discord will take you from, oh, I've never heard of this app before, to I know exactly how to use this app in the shortest period of time. Hopefully that makes sense. But what are we looking at right now? So you can single bet some of these. I would not do the baby lines, and I would not do Amari Cooper, and I would not do Darius Slayton single. I don't think anything else is a baby line. No, those are only 2 babies. I guess Cooper's not really a baby line because it's a reception. We are not locking in anytime touchdown just yet. J Love all green. Yes. Hollywood, hopefully you've seen what we've built because I have it pulled up on screen. So we have 7 right now. We need probably 1 or 2 more. Oh, yeah, the Sunday play of the day. The Sunday play of the day. The last few times we've done the show, I completely forgot to add our Sunday play of the day. So if you're watching this, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because we drop plays almost every single weekday, Monday through Friday, and of course this live show on Sunday. So 6 days a week we're dropping stuff for you guys, sometimes 7. But yeah, so we have a show that we dropped an episode of our play of the day. I think we did it on, was it Wednesday or Thursday? So the episode's been on YouTube now for 3 or 4 days. But our play of the day is, it was Davante Adams over receiving yards. Well, we actually had a handful of them in that video. If you haven't watched if you go to our YouTube channel, the thumbnail has Davante Smith on the thumbnail, and it says NFL Week 7 on the actual thumbnail, the graphic, the image. So that's the one that has all of the plays that we're locking in outside of this dollar and a dream thing that we're doing here. Okay, so right now we're at 92. So typically 8 picks puts us at 100, but I guess based on the odds, we're at 92, so we actually can lock in 1 more. We're going to do 1 more here. Good call on that play of the day, though, Trevor. Appreciate that. For whatever reason, I keep forgetting about that there. Okay, so we have 2 different plays. No Cap says Kirk Cousins over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Hollywood, didn't you already drop something? No, you haven't yet. Okay. You said Sun got 40 yards, and then, you dropped 2 of them. So we got to negate both your plays because you keep dropping multiple ones. You can only drop 1 play. No Cap. Kirk, 1.5 passing touchdowns. We already have Mooney in here, so that would be a nice addition to our Mooney receiving yards to add Kirk. So I know his implied chance is pretty high because of his minus 156 odds, but the 1.69 projection just not enough for us to put in there. So we're going to skip that for our last play. Drewski's already playing. Yeah. No no live bets. It's not my pick, but Atlanta Redbacks should have a field day against Seattle. Yes. And then also, who was it? Oh, Cordell Patterson's not playing. No. Hold on. He's not even on that team anymore. I just remembered that he wasn't playing today. So Tyler Algier and Bijan are going to have a field day against Seattle. Mooney, we've already locked in. Wait, you said Mooney over 25 yards receiving? What? His line's like, what are you talking about? Mooney's line is 52.5, not 25. But yeah, he's going to hit 25. He's going to hit 52.5. Cooper, we already have Cooper in here. Chris, are we using the PO play of the day for this? Yes. Line got changed. Davante Adams over. Over what? Purdy over 200 passing yards. Wait, you're saying Brock Purdy's line is 200? Bro, this man's line is 254. Just don't give me these crazy altered lines in this thing. All right, so we got one more play in here. What was the one that we were keeping in our back pocket? We had a few of them in there. Let me scroll back up here. If you haven't dropped your favorite play yet today, drop it in the chat. Oh, was it Jared Goff? Oh, I see. Hollywood. Wait, man. Hollywood, you keep dropping too many things. I'm going to scroll up here. There's one more. I don't want to do anytime touchdown. I don't want to do multiple Steeler receivers. There's one more. Jeremy says Devin Singletary over 51.5 rushing and receiving yards. Devin Singletary rushing and receiving. Let's check that one out. Coming off an injury where I had Tracy in my fantasy team, and he got like just enough, like 0.2 over what I needed him to do for me to win that fantasy football matchup. Ooh, this is a nice call out. So he bubbled this in his first game of the season. He had only had 52. He hit this in his second and third game, and then I think this was the game he got hurt, right? So he hasn't played in a month. But the question is he on a snap count? Is he going to have a limited amount of playing time? He hasn't played since 9/26. Because Tracy did so good when he was hurt, is he getting less of a snap count because he's coming back from injury and because Tracy was awesome while he was gone? That's all I'm kind of concerned about. Phoenix said Austin Eckler we're keeping in our back pocket, and then Jared Goff passing yards. So do we have any Detroit receiver in here yet? I think so. Jared Goff was one of the players I was locking in on beinfantasy.com. So I don't know if I mentioned this yet. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Is it this one? Where's our map? Oh, here. So pay attention on the left side. So if you are new to PlayerProps.ai, don't pay attention on the right screen. I don't have that. I don't have the screenshot pulled in there. But there. So if you're in one of these states, if you're in a state that is either blue or has the abbreviation, so I know like it says like Washington D.C., New York Jets, or not New York Jets. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh! Every time I see New Jersey, that's all I think about. Football. Rhode Island. So there's an app that we are literally eating on. We are crushing. This app just came out. It's called beinfantasy.com. So that's the link you go to. And what you're doing is you're not choosing a single player prop. You're choosing a player versus a player. So what we had for the if you see there in the top right of the screen, we had Alvin Kamara versus Bo Nix. Bo Nix, and this was rushing yards. So Bo Nix, if you see in the bottom right underneath his name, it says plus 45 yards. We all pounded Bo Nix plus 45 yards because our AI says Alvin Kamara was going to go way under his rushing yard line, and he did. So everybody that paid attention to that show, everybody that's been paying attention to our beinfantasy.com shows and our channels in Discord, which are free to join, we all made a ton of money on Thursday Night Football with these things. So again, if you live in one of these states, you are able to play on beinfantasy.com today. Make sure you do that. We're going to be dropping some other plays in the Discord chat as well. So make sure you have this app. Now, back to it. We're going to look at what just happened. We're going to look at Jared Goff passing yards, and I believe the AI is still like this. Okay, so for passing yards, we like to see a 20 or 25% difference. Let me see. Can I make Ohio get it? Chandra says I cannot make Ohio get it. Tyler Lockett, worst team, Redskins. Oh, the Commanders? Or you mean worst team all time? You can use. Oh, Chris found a way to use beinfantasy.com in Virginia. Interesting. Yeah, Ohio is very anti-fantasy sports. That's why Ohio doesn't have anything except for sports betting right now. But no, we're looking at Jared Goff here, and I think I've been looking at this pretty much the entire day. I think he can get. I'm thinking this might be. I was gonna say be a shootout, but Sam Darnold is underprojected. He's thrown for almost 300 yards in 3 of his 5 starts. 254. I felt like that line went up. It was a lot lower when I was looking at that earlier. Yeah, Joseph. I don't know why they're just giving me alt lines, and that's not that's not how this works. We've had a few people say Lockett receiving yards. Dominique, I'll look at that one real quick for you because I don't think we have any Seattle plays yet. So if Lockett, okay, so if Lockett has a higher than 13% difference, we'll go Lockett. If it's lower than 13%, we'll go Goff passing yards. Well, he does. Lockett's been so, even though he's hit this the past 3 games and he missed it horribly here and then barely missed it, but almost bubbled it here against Miami. I feel like even though he has hit this by watching Seattle games, I feel like he's been very inconsistent. But yes, we have, okay. So this will be I think this will be the final one here. Tyler Lockett, 47.5. The AI says he's going to get 58. That's a 23% difference. And he's had some consistency here, at least in the last 3 games. I think that this game might be hopefully high scoring to where Atlanta, I feel like Kirk is going to outdo Geno. So I feel like Geno's going to be throwing a lot more. I'm just thinking of game theory here real quick. What is the line for that game? Where are you, Seattle? There we go. Oh, so the Falcons are favored. And the over is the over the highest over of this week? Carolina, Washington is 51.5. So it's tied. So I was right. This is tied for the highest total with Carolina and Washington. We already have some, do we already have some Carolina, Washington plays here? Oh, we don't yet. I don't think anything, the AI liked anything there. So yeah, so this will be a high scoring game. So I definitely like the receiving yard lines a little bit more. And we already have Mooney. So we come back and do a 47.5. So this is actually, so we say it has to be at least 100x because the 8-pick parlay normally takes us 8 picks to hit 100x. But because this one did not hit 100, it was like 95, we added one more. So now we're at $1 into 154, which you can see in the bottom right. You see it's the plus 15486. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I beg of you, please listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth here. Hopefully you've listened to everything I've said on this show, but definitely listen to this. Parlays of this size are not expected to win. Do you know how we knew that? Because we have tools that will show you. If you go to our Discord, if you're in our Discord and you've synced your accounts already, which opens up all the free channels. First off, if you're in the Discord and you haven't synced your accounts, that's the first thing you need to do. Go to the Get Access channel, which is probably the only channel you can see if you haven't done it yet. Follow the steps there. What it does is it connects your PlayerProps.ai account to your Discord account, and that's what opens up the channels. It's essentially telling Discord, hey, I have a PlayerProps.ai account, and the Discord goes, oh, cool, here's all the channels you want to see. But there's a channel in there, there's a bot that I've created for you called the Implied Chance Bot. You plug in 15486, which is the full number for this entire dollar in a dream parlay. So you lock this in there, and I'll tell you what the implied chance of it is hitting. So I'll do it right now. I don't have it pulled up on screen, but I'm going to do it right now in the Discord. 15486. It says this parlay has an implied chance of 0.6, 0.6%. So this is educating you guys on teaching you parlays are not the way to go by pulling your attention because we're building a parlay. Hey, by the way, stop doing these because they're not going to hit. But if it does hit, we turn $1 into 154 bucks, just for fun as a community play. Do not bet more than $1 on this. If you bet more than $1 on this, then you're on a downward spiral of ignoring the things I say, which is only going to make you lose more money. This is something we do for fun. A single dollar to turn it into 154. So the worst case scenario is this loses. Like it has a 99.4% implied chance to lose. It's a 99% chance this loses. And if and when it does, we've only lost $1. If you do want to take betting seriously, and it's aside from this fun little dollar in a dream parlay we're doing, you have to do what we call the bare minimum. If you want to win more money than you lose today for NFL, these are the things that you should have already have checked off. You've subscribed to the YouTube channel. It's free. You've downloaded the PlayerProps.ai app. It's free. You've joined the free PlayerProps.ai Discord. Free. And you've synced your 2 accounts by following the steps in the Get Access channel to see all the free accounts. Please, for the love of all that's holy, do the free stuff. Because I know For those that are like, nah, I'm going to do my own thing, you're not going to win more money than you lose today. It's statistically unlikely that majority of you win more than lose. So, again, I'm trying my best to help you. I am leading you to the water. I just need you to drink it. If you don't want to spend a single penny and you just want to join the free Discord, download the free app, and use the free stuff, that's fine. But just do that at minimum. So, if you are in the Discord already, we're going to drop, if you're a VIP member, we're going to take a screenshot here and drop it in there. But let's do a quick recap here for everybody that's coming in late. Let's see what else we had here. Yeah, so if you're in the NFL VIP channel, I'm going to pin this entire thing in there. But here are the 9 picks for our Dollar and Dream Parlay today. Romeo Dubes over 41.5 receiving yards. Jordan Love over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Darnell Mooney over 52.5 receiving yards. Tyler Lockett over 47.5 receiving yards. Darius Slayton, baby line, over 27.5 receiving yards. Devonta Smith, the play of the day, from our video that we gave you guys and blasted out to you on Thursday, I believe, over 58.5 receiving yards. Alan Lazard over 2.5 receptions. George Pickens over 54.5 receiving yards. And Amari Cooper over 2.5 receptions. So you have 3 plays for Sunday Night Football. Everything else is for the 1 p.m. games. So if all the 1 p.m. games hit, we'll have 3 left out of the 9 for Sunday Night Football. So that is the entire thing. So again, do the bare minimum. Get an account, a free account here. Get in the free Discord. And if you are asking where are the trillions of people, there are channels you can't see until you upgrade, and that's where a majority of our Discord is talking and sharing what they find on the app. That being said, even if you're in the free channels, they'll still help you out. So even though they're VIPs and they spend most of the time in the VIP channels, if you drop something in the free channel saying, hey, what do you guys think about this play, and that you found off of using the app, like there's 14,000 people that are more than willing to help you out. So yeah, make sure you guys do the bare minimum. Yeah, this is a good show today. So I'm feeling pretty good about this one, even though it has a 99.4% chance to not hit because parlays shouldn't be your focal point. And then yeah, if you live in one of these states here, again, we have one. We've only been playing on this app, this BNFantasy.com app, for like 2 weeks, and we've already dropped like an insane amount of winning screenshots. This is, if you live in one of these states, I guarantee you this is the easiest app you can win money on. How they make it where you can choose one player over another player to outdo them on whatever stat, whether it's like this player's gonna have more rushing yards than this player's gonna have more receiving yards than this player. That allows your player that you choose to have a horrible game. If you choose a player for passing yards versus another player for passing yards, and that player you choose has a horrible game for passing yards, the other player they're versing, if their passing yards performance is even worse, you can still win. So instead of going over and under on a player, if you go over on a player, if they suck, you lose your bet. You can still win money even if they suck, as long as that player they're versing sucks even more. So again, this just makes it super, super easy. If you live in one of these states, for the love of all that's holy, please go to bnfantasy.com. Now, the promo code, that's for the free $250 first entry. So how that works in a nutshell is when you deposit, use promo code SWEATFREE, all caps, no spaces, and then that's going to make it where your first entry is refunded if it loses. So what we've been doing, because it's the maximum you can do for this, is $250. So what we've been doing is we've been depositing $250 with Sweat Free. The very first entry we lock in is the full $250, because if it doesn't hit, that all comes back to your account. And if it does, then you've literally essentially doubled up your $250 depending on what game or what prop or whatever you're doing. So if you live in one of these states, bnfantasy.com. But I hope everybody has a great, amazing, green-filled, money-winning Sunday NFL football. And if you want any more information from us, any more feedback on your plays, just simply drop them in the channels in Discord. If you have not upgraded your account, the channel is just called NFL. If you have upgraded your account, the channel is called NFL VIP. Those are the 2 channels to focus on for NFL. But yeah, good luck, guys, and we will see you tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow.